Deep in the jungle, you have finally found the pyramid where the mythical alebrijes live. The adventure is about to start. Remember, the shortest path is not always the best one.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I'm here to talk to you about Sendero, our latest game. Sendero is an abstract, lightweight game for 1 to 4 players 10 years old and up. It plays in about 30 minutes. In Sendero, players find themselves inside an unexplored labyrinth and compete to find their way out. To do so, players draw maze tiles from a common display and place them in their own boards. You win the game by scoring the most victory points, awarded depending on the length of your maze and the layout of your board. Players need to find the right balance between a short path and a quick exit, or a high-scoring board which risks not finding a way out. Sendero can easily be learned by all family members simply by watching it played once. You can also customize the competitiveness level according to the player's age. Although maze games have been out there for a while, it remains a relatively unexplored category. In Sendero, maze building is the central purpose of the game, but players also need to be thinking about the layout they are creating. In order to make this part as fun and unique as possible, we studied the geometry of maze tiles. We used a tile generating algorithm to cover all valid designs, which also happens to be a set that yields a nice and dynamic gameplay experience. Let's now learn how to play it. To start, let's have a look at the components. In the box, you'll find 4 player boards, 4 meeples, and 4 scoring cubes, 16 private goal cards, 9 solo cards, 96 maze tiles, 12 mask tiles, and a bag. Maze tiles come in 5 different colors and some have special patterns: birds, flowers, or abstract. To set up, give each player a board, a meeple, and a scoring cube. Place your meeple in the entrance staircase and the cube at the beginning of the scoring track. Shuffle the private goal cards and give 1 card to each player. Place your card face up, close to your board. Put all the tiles in the bag and shuffle it. Draw the opening display, face up, and place it in the center of the table. 1 turn at a time, players select a tile from the display and place them in their boards. Once the display has been depleted, fill it again with the same number as before, drawing tiles from the bag. A new round starts. Repeat this process until a player reaches an exit staircase. When this happens, play 3 more rounds before the game ends and scoring starts. If all players have reached a staircase exit, scoring starts at the end of that round. To place a tile, you can rotate it in any direction. Place it in an empty space on your board. When placing it adjacent to other tiles, it needs to be connected to a neighboring tile. After your tile's been placed, move your meeple to the end of the path created. Or you can place it separated from other tiles, awaiting to be connected in future turns. When a player picks up a mask from the display, he or she chooses another player who must destroy the tile where his or her meeple is currently standing. The meeple reverts to the previous tile. Once a player has reached a staircase exit, masks are no longer valid. Score 1 victory point each time your meeple moves from one tile to another, even if you do not reach an exit. If you reach an exit staircase of your own color, score 8 victory points. A different color counts as 5 victory points instead. Count how many completed rows or columns you have. Each one counts as 2 victory points or 4 victory points if the tiles are either all of the same color or all different colors. And finally, score victory points as described in your private goal card. If at the end of the game you have tiles that are not connected to the maze, you lose 1 victory point for each one of these. If you would rather play a less competitive version of Sendero, you can remove masks entirely from the game and make private goal cards secret, so only you know your own private goal. For a more competitive version of Sendero, give each player 2 private goal cards instead of 1, and allow masks in the last 3 rounds of the game. In solo mode, you try to solve increasingly difficult challenges. Solo cards are graded according to their difficulty, from 1 mask to 3 masks. To start the game, choose one of the solo cards and draw 24 tiles at random from the bag, discarding all masks. Fill the display with 5 tiles each round. The challenge consists in placing the tiles so that your meeple goes through the highlighted areas in the order indicated in the solo card. That's it! We hope you have enjoyed this video and thank you very much for your consideration.